Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? We're going to play something we haven't played in a long time on the channel, and that's Reanimator. I actually was thinking the last time we played this was some dinosaur Reanimator deck that we did 2 sets ago. So yeah, let's see if there's actually room for this in the new Tarkir standard. Starting at the top, we are going to play some Valgavoth's Faithful. It is a way to reanimate some stuff, but also a way to get your opponent just to use from removal sometimes, but not a bad top deck, and for 5 mana you can just play it and use it. Torch a Tower just to keep mice and stuff off of us. Bitter Triumph, great way to be able to kill something and discard something to our graveyard. And then we have a lot of enablers here. We have Fear of Missing Out, obviously discard and draw, which is very good. But also Tursa, Light Shatter. This is another way we can dig really deep. Like, this is a new card where you can discard up to 2, then you draw that many, then it attacks, and then if you happen to have 7 or more things in the graveyard, you get the option to play a random card. Zombify just straight up gets a thing back. And then we also have Ill-Timed Explosion. Since we're going to be in these colors, might as well do it. It's another way to discard some things and set up our reanimations turn. Overlord of the Bellmark obviously can fill the graveyard, get us key cards back. Cruelty of Gix. This was a card that I think everybody forgot still existed in Standard. As funny as that is. But the card is actually good. Still can just get stuff back. You can strip your opponent's hand. You can also go searching if you're looking for a certain card. We are going to play one Meringue River Regent. This is really good, again, for drawing and discarding. But occasionally you have the mana late. You just bounce some things from your opponent's side to buy yourself a turn. And then we get into our real heavy hitters, which are a couple of Atali, obviously to just be a game breaker. Atraxa to be really annoying and get us a reload of cards. And Valgavoth just being really hard to deal with. So, yeah, lots of good targets, lots of early action in this deck, which is one of the things I think makes this version a little bit different than previous ones. However, y'all know the drill. At the end of the video, you should go check out the link in the description. It'll take you over to Moxfield, our channel sponsor, where you can download this and have some fun with it. Or if you want to build this, maybe buy something for your commander deck, some rare thing you're missing. Check out Tales of Adventure. They're a channel sponsor, toamagic.com. You can use code DRAGON, D-R-A-G-N. It'll save you 5%, and you'll be helping us out a whole lot. But all right, let's go see if reanimating monsters is a viable strategy in the new standard. Okay, we're just going to live off of these fear of missing outs, I guess. All right, let's see what this brings. Okay, that's not the worst thing. I think I'm just going to discard that. Okay, Tursa, pretty good. Definitely gives us some options. Alright, well, one of them is definitely going to be a land. Let's discard this. Probably just one, actually. Ah, dang it. If I'd have known I was going to draw another one. Hammer Skull. Sure, you got it. Nice. That's what we were looking for. I will take a Fear of Missing Out, though. And no attacks. Alright. Tursa, you gone. You did your job, though. Okay, well, I guess we just do the thing. No tax. Two, 4, 5, 6 mana. So it could be another Carnosaur, possibly. Ganosaur Rex. Big fan of that card. Ooh. It doesn't do quite enough because it's 6 and 8. Fun thought, though. Actually, what if we... Let me see what we got first. What am I wanting to discard here? I guess we're just getting rid of ill-timed explosion. Feels like that's wrong, but alright. If I attack with both, I get to untap. Attack with Valgavoth twice. Yeah, that's it. Doesn't really matter. They don't have anything with reach. Yeah, just 2 hits with Valgavoth's gonna do it. And we end up with a ton of life anyway. Alright. Let's keep it. Alright, so we got all the mana we need. I mean, technically, I guess we need a 5th if we want to use Cruelty Gix. We also have Fear of Missing Out. How cute. Oh, you know what? I bet you they're playing the Siege Breaker. Okay. I mean, there are some interesting scenarios because you can use this to get something from any graveyard. Because it's not from yours, it's from a graveyard, which is something to be aware of. Alright, Zergo, I see you. Alright, I think we go Tursa. Discard this. This. That's probably it. Ah, man. Well, at least we can get back the Atraxa. The reality is, though, those colors have a lot of ways to kill Atraxa. So, not necessarily a lot of value to be had. But we still got to get there first. Yeah, that's a thing. Huh. I will take this. Don't need that. Go ahead. Now I have to decide what's worth it. If it's just get a Traxer or get the Flesh Gorger. Dollmaker Shop makes sense. Alright, we're gonna need old Atraxa to survive. If Atraxa dies here, we're cooked. Because it's the best thing to go get by far. I mean, yeah, they have Flesh Gorger, but that's not enough. Oh, why did I not get an island? I'm gonna hate that when I draw Brotherhood's End here. Or Ill-Timed Explosion. I was looking at their Brotherhood's End. Alright. Well, we'll get the Atraxa. We get Ill-Timed. We get a blue land. An untapped blue land at that. We will take, I guess, a Valgavoth. An instant. An enchantment. Alright. It's a lot of extra value there. And I'm just gonna play this as a body. Just in case something happens, maybe having one more blocker here makes a difference. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, if they have inevitable defeat, then we just lose anyway. Because we lose 3 to that. Yep, looks like they have a removal. If so, that's game. And one land also means that... Okay, they're not putting Zergo in harm's way, which is a good sign here. So, how do we wish to block? I'm going to block like this. Oh, they didn't even have a thing. I could have killed the 4/4. I was just thinking they might have had something that deals 3, like a lightning helix or something. And I didn't want to put that at risk. Alright, well, having a land in the old-time explosion's pretty big here. Allows us to get rid of everything. But I have to kill our tracks. I may only do this for 2. Yep, okay. Well, my plan, as it stood, was going to be ill-time, discard, probably fear of missing out, and torch the tower, get in for 7, go to 20. Leaves a couple of mana open that we can't really do much with, but then we can start reanimating stuff if we wanted to or whatever. But good comeback considering how that started. I'm going to keep this in with the intent of getting lucky. Like, okay. It was like, drew the land we needed off the top, so that makes life a little easier. Okay, well, let's start where we need to start. I mean, obviously that's not going to live, but that's not our plan here anyway. Get rid of you. I wanted to draw land there. That's all we were looking for. A land would have been spectacular. Are you also doing Reanimator things? If so, that's a little filthy. Wow, that doesn't feel great. I'll take this, though. Is that what we're doing? Nope, but there's a Rankle's Prank. Wow. Okay.
Nobody knows Dominard's
I do not mind discarding a card here. Oh, Faithful's pretty good. Let's just hit some good things off of this. Well, we will play this. This doesn't hit Planeswalkers though, right? It's good amount of each creature. But we could discard and draw. Yeah, I think I might do that. Okay, well, don't know if I want to discard 7. That's a little tough. Let's do this. And a land? Ugh. Ugh. I think I'm gonna get rid of this. Because I think just getting rid of Atali is not correct to just kill our Atali. We need them to either kill it themselves or minus Liliana or something. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just gambling crazy here. How did we miss on everything too there? That's rough. This player discards 2 cards. Well, okay. Gotta get lucky now, I suppose. Alright, well, that works. Let's try again. Those were much better. Alright. What is that? Give something -1/-1? Excellent. Yep, that'll do it. Yes, we'll keep this. Kind of the best situation because we get 2 shots to dig for a 4th untapped land. And right up on top. Okay, well, let's see what we can get ourselves into here. Looks like no cut down. So that's nice. And we even found a 5th land for our Cruelty of Gix. Just like a nice added bonus there. Try to attack. Maybe you're interested. Maybe not. They said not. Alright, end the turn. Sure, you get a slasher. I am just going to kill the slasher now. And I don't even want to give up any cards here because we want all of these. Tursa, you're nice, but not what we're looking for here. Give me something good from the opponent. Oh, did we get... Oh, we got the best. We got the best. Hell yeah. That'll do it. Alright, let's see what we can do with this. Well, I had other plans, but that thing has to go. That's a non-negotiable scenario. That's a little harder to deal with. Wow, and just got Audacity? Blech. Okay, then. Alright. Well, that's a thing that happened. I don't know how we're going to get out of this. Obviously a Sheltered by Ghost, so that's fine. I mean, the good news is, if we do get an ill-time explosion that can get rid of that, we do get a thing back, which is kind of nice. Okay, well, now we're set up. We're going to take a lot of damage next turn, but probably worth it. I guess that can stay. I was trying to justify a reason I didn't want it on top, but it's probably fine. So, like, we draw it, we draw 2 new cards, we discard Valgavoth and something. Then we have access to a fear plus a fear. My opponent's going to get 2 cards when this thing dies, though. So they're just playing Boggles with the other dude to give extra counters. Alright, I mean, that's a real strategy. Now let's see, can they protect this thing? Because if so, we need one of these 2 cards we draw to be a Reanimator spell. Okay, that's not terrible. We'll discard both of these. Why would you even play that? That just gives it hexproof, not indestructible. Yeah, yeah, that was weird. Yeah, I think they, and I've done that before too, where you think something has either hexproof or indestructible, like the opposite. I think that's what happened there, because they could have just held on to that. But we did have another removal spell, which is kind of nice. Yeah, I don't know how we were going to get there, but good thing considering the way that started. Opponent could have wrecked us. We're going to mulligan this. Keep this. Get rid of... probably this. Alright, well, we kind of have to hold on to that and hope for the best. I am going to get rid of that dude. Alright. At least we found a removal spell, so that's something here. All things considered. Oh boy, now we need to find an untapped land. Discard a card, of course. Alright. Ooh, Lana. Love that card. Haven't seen that played much lately at all. But I'm a big fan, I will tell you that. Definitely a big fan of that card. Boy. Alright, I guess we gotta dig and try to find our card. Wow, nothing. Straight bricks. Yep, that's probably gonna do it. Yeah, it's too little, too late. All right. Yeah, if we'd have got a land the turn before, if we wouldn't have missed on all those extra cards, I think we could have been okay. But otherwise, we didn't have a chance there. Let's keep it. We have Undercity Sewers, which helps out a little bit here. Hopefully we find something useful. There we go. I was going to say on turn 1 or 2. Keep the 4th land, because that's the minimum we need when we're holding Ill-Time Explosion. So funny. I'm seeing so many fewer of the red decks now, and I'm seeing more of these, like, Izzet aggro spells decks. We'll see if we can hold up, though. Discard a Valgavoth. Alright. I mean, we could Light Shatter just as a blocker to be able to use Ill-Time Explosion the following turn and see where that gets us. I mean, yeah, we're just blocking, even though we know there's rages and stuff. This is just damage reduction for us at this point. Yeah, not a surprise. Opponent can tack on whatever they want to do. Well, that's an interesting choice, but still probably wrong because they have so many instants and whatnot that we'd just be walking into a trap. But I will keep it so we have something to maybe help with things after an Ill-Time Explosion goes off. Okay. No attacks. Any chance you want to play 2 creatures here? That is not 2 creatures. You're supposed to make it easier for me to get rid of all your things. Maybe another rage or something? Well, that sort of changes things. Alright then. Like, I wasn't sure what we wanted to do, but now I'm just like, well, I have other answers. Don't necessarily need to waste a ill-timed here. The opponent's seen so many extra cards already this game. Alright, you got a rage. Oh, are they thinking about flinging it? Alright, well they might be able to protect it here. Because we did see some earlier today that were playing the untap, give it a hexproof or whatever. Oh, that's just Spell Pierce. Like, that's fine. We can pay for Spell Pierce. Yeah, that was about as good as that scenario could have gone for us. You know, sure. Like, not particularly what we want, but it's not terrible either. Corey Steele, sure. I'm going to go ahead and use this on this guy. Like, while the cutter is larger, I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's one it's supposed to kill. I don't know. Yeah, you're probably supposed to just kill the cutter there. It also has trample. That's just a little bit of a lazy play. Alright, anything good? Nah, it's not bad. Alright. All the while, just waiting to get either a Tali or Valgavoth out of here. They're playing this town also in there. Okay. That's a thing to note. Wasn't aware of that, but good to know. We kind of have everything we need here. Goodness. Okay, we'll at least get rid of this. So now we can for sure cast Valgavoth next turn. Or cast it, reanimate it, I should say. Don't know if that's going to be good enough on its own, but we'll hope. It is tempting to play a Tali, though, if I'm being honest. Like, kind of good that they use this down there, too. It limits the number of things they'll have to deal with our duder. This is weird, man, playing Reanimator where you're playing kind of the grindy strategy of sorts. I mean, it makes sense just to get this. Now, if they have another this town, they could target 3 of their things, sacrifice them, bounce our dude, attack us for 3, which would be legit. That might be what they're thinking about here. Nope, they're going to go rage up and say, we're just going to push past your Valgavoth. How do you like that? Interesting. So we go 1 point less. They rage. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. If they rage here, that's only 5. I'm going to block here and just say, if you just have it, you have it. We still gain 9, so they'd have to do 17. Yeah. Yeah, that's not going to do it. So now we have a chance to just gain a pile of life, right? So we trade 1. Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah, the first one was going to be 1 life for 3. The next one's going to be 1 life for 2. So then we're a total plus 5. We attack for 14 and we're at 22 with the removal spell. We're probably in pretty good shape at that point. Ooh. Oh, man. Okay, sure. We'll try it. Only because we have a draw and a Thundering Falls and a Torch. So we can still deal with stuff while we're trying to set up. Don't love that, but we need all the lands we can get here, so we just go search for a land, torch something, call it a day, you know? Play a land, pass. You're usually going to be better off just targeting the hero here, by the way, and killing it, but sometimes you could bait them into using like a rage. Sometimes you can kill a, what's it called? Ember Heart Challenger here. So every once in a while, it's just not worth being in a rush. Oh, but F Manifold Mouse. Like, I think that card's... I know people hate Rage, people hate Mice, whatever, but that Manifold Mouse is the most problematic card in the deck for me. When stuff's double striking and has Rage, it's a whole different problem. Alright, let's get a Swamp here. Play this, get rid of one of these 3 Overlords we have. Okay, that's pretty nice. Yeah, sure, I'll take that. Mostly because no matter what happens, we can land, sweep the board, at the very least. No, maybe we don't. Yeah, obviously you have something here. Yeah, sure. I mean, here comes a rage, I imagine. I mean, otherwise, that's just a crazy attack. Oh, that's more than acceptable as far as we're concerned. That was... that was... Huh. Definitely not what I expected to see happen, I'll tell you that. I'm going to take Fear of Missing Out here. And... Wow, I'm just going to pass. I don't really want to play the Faithful because we can just get back a Valgavoth if we find a land. So there's really no point to risking it there. Show off, sure. And the opponent smartly did not try to play anything. With us having mana up, they recognize that could have been a wasted opportunity. Let's go get... We have a swamp, let's get a mountain. Or we could just do it the easy way. Oh, actually, we could get this into play for the first time. Return 2 other non-land permanents to their owner's hand. That could be fun. And how big is that? A 7 toughness? That does open the door for some very fun things. But nah, we're playing against red. We're just getting Valgavoth. Who are we kidding? Even though I think Meringue has actual uses here. It's just Valgavoth. Though if we were low enough and we didn't really want to risk it, then I think there's a real argument to be made of just like, hey, just bounce their things so you can guaranteed buy yourself a turn. And maybe I should have, right? Because there is a world, I was going to say, where you get a big enough thing here and then you fling it. Oh, and they got another one. So now I can't block either guy. So yeah, I could just be dead here. So funny as it is, Meringue could have been the right answer. Yeah. I mean, and then any bonus spell and we're dead. Fling anything, we die. Alright. I was like, I don't know what we're waiting on. Sure. We were tapped out there. Oh. Yeah, we'll keep. We'll keep. Okay. Okay. Mostly because we have a better Triumph and can probably get the Valgavoth in the yard. Pass the turn. Oh, well. That's going to be annoying. Fortunately, we can deal with that on our turn, so that's okay. Let's... Let's go... We have to do this now if we want to kill it, so... Since we can't play anything on their turn with the voice being out. Do I play a Valgavoth? I'm just going to pass. I'm opting not to play the Faithful, just so we're not just running it into nothing. And, you know, having a couple more lands in the deck to draw doesn't hurt. If we're trying to, like, Faithful plus get a dude back somewhere down the line. Well, let's go ahead and just make it easy on ourselves. Now, there is a real situation here, because they could attack, we block, they get some tokens, they could then get rid of this, but we had a But even if they did get rid of this with, say, like, a get lost after the fact, sacking everything they had, we did have Valgavoth's Fates. We'll do it all over again. Ooh, okay, let's try this. We can go get a mountain, and then just see where that leads us. Opponent's playing a life gain land. That's probably not a good sign for us. Not terribly surprised to see that. Alright, so let's get the mountain. We'll do this, discarding a Tali, obviously. Alright, finding land, staying on pace here. It's kind of the name of the game. You want to be able to keep up with them because they're going to be doing a lot of life gain, life loss, trying to get stuff in the graveyard, that whole thing. Not mad at this. I am going to discard Fear of Missing Out, which gets us an enchantment. And we could... Well, we can't really discard the land, though, is the problem. Alright. I mean, I could have gambled we were going to find a land, but I wasn't really trying to do all that. Now, if you want to double block, we're okay with that. Yeah. Count me in. Would have been nice to get a second attack step, but, you know, we can live without it. Also funny, there are worlds where you could reanimate Tursa to get access to more cards and do some things, but obviously here we're just going to go with Tali all the way. There's no reason to mess around with anything else here. That sorcery, I was going to say, should also give us what we need. Oh. Oh, we get all the value. Look at that. Get another Fear of Missing Out. Let's get something to kill a creature. Let's get a land. Let's get Cruelty. I have another Zombify already, so that's good. Then we attack. And this is one of the cases where even if they sweep the board, we kind of don't care that much. Yeah, I guess that. So then we just play a Tali all over again. And nothing really to get out of the yard was Cruelty. Yeah, I don't know what your plan is here, opponent. Voice probably ain't quite it. That ain't quite it. Yeah, Split Skin Doll probably won't do it either. Okay. Oh, that's big, actually. Because just getting this away means one of the ways they can kill us with draining life and stuff no longer exists. Which is huge. Yeah, I'm just gonna... put this in the yard, I guess. And then go attacking. Because why not? I mean, that's got to be it, right? Yep, and then we attack again. And I know because there's always somebody in the comments that's like, well, actually, yes, I could have untapped a Tali and we could have attacked both with the Tali and Atraxa again. Like, it didn't really matter either way. Like, seriously, when the games are already over regardless, it doesn't really matter how we got there. I mean, nitpicky, but sure. Just lazy play for me, especially when I'm trying to do like 8-9 videos in a row all together. It just happens. So yeah, y'all have to say, this was actually pretty solid. I mean, it does reanimatory things. I mean, sometimes you are going to be subject to your draws, getting the right things to get stuff into the graveyard. But it kind of turns out that Terza Light Shatter also works in here as well as some of the other decks we've been playing lately. So that card's really turning out to carry its weight a little bit more than I expected. If anything, I would say this is kind of what we expected the deck to do. You're going to have some very fast wins, but what I liked about this is the way this one's built. You can play a bit of a long game too if you need to against decks with counter spells and whatnot. So that's always nice to have in your back pocket. But overall, if you like Reanimator, hey, it's back on the books. Go give it a go. But yeah, so you know the drill. If you want to download it, it'll be over on Moxfield, and be sure to watch another video because that helps the channel out. And if you want some behind the scenes stuff and you want to get private deck help, we also have memberships here on YouTube that you should check out as well. But that's all I have you for now. We'll see you next time.